God made the world. 1. Look around the world we live in. There are our families, church, friends, and school. If you look at nature, there are mountains, rivers, and seas. And if you look at the sky, there are clouds, sun, moon, and stars. How did such a world full of so many things begin in the first place? It happened so long ago that no one saw how the world began with their own eyes, and so no one is able to talk about it, except for in the Bible. The Bible tells us about Him who started this world in the very beginning. The first story of the world as told in Genesis begins in the dark. Unorganized chaos and darkness were not able to create anything. There was no world then, but then from somewhere there were words that were heard. The voice said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw the light and said that it looked good. Light came with the world, and when that light began to shine, it began the world in which we live. God separated light and darkness. He called light day and darkness night. In the Bible, it says that evening became the morning, and thus the first day passed. God not only separated light and darkness, He even gave them order. Just like He made light in darkness with word, He made the night pass and bring on the morning. While darkness before this was just nameless chaos, darkness and light together became God's creation called night. On the second day, God divided the water of the world into two. He made the sky between the waters. And on the third day, He gathered the water below. And when all the water was gathered, ground showed up where there used to be water. God called the gathered water sea, and the place that became visible after all the water drained, earth. Light and darkness, and water and earth received God's commands and began creating life that God wanted. Grass, vegetables, and fruit trees began to grow, and it looked good to God. We don't know exactly when the world began, but we do know that amid darkness and chaos, God spoke and commanded, and His word created light and order in this world. Now, how about the sun, moon, animals, and humans? Let's talk about them in our next HiBible lessons.